This is the Venmo Debit Card, and that is not what we are talking about today. And that's because Venmo just released their first ever credit card. Hey everyone, it's Mark. I'm here to help you put more money in your pocket through credit cards and smart financial habits. If that sounds good to you, then please let me know by clicking the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you've ever wanted a credit card that gives you cash back based on how you spend your money, then this video is for you. A hot new article by CNBC just came out today, October 5th. I'll put it on the screen for you all to see. It is titled Venmo launches its first credit card with scannable QR code and personalized cashback rewards. Now, as I dug into this article and pulled out all the cool information about this new credit card that Venmo just launched, there were a few things that really surprised me, and I love the innovation and tech-focused and mobile-friendly experience that the Venmo team put into their first ever credit card. I'm going to unpack those details for you right now. So first of all, let's talk about the availability of the new Venmo credit card. Currently, it's available to select customers at launch. Now, the card is already launched. They're in their soft launch phase, which simply means that it's not yet available to everybody, but that will come. Eventually, all Venmo users will be able to get access to this card in the coming months. The initial requirements during this soft launch period is that you must be 18 years old, living in the US or US territories. You must have the latest version of the Venmo app installed, and your Venmo account must be open for at least 30 days with activity in the past 12 months. So naturally, as soon as I saw this article by CNBC come out, I dove right into my own Venmo app to see if I was one of the few who were randomly selected to try out the Venmo credit card for the first time, and I was not. So if any of you out there see some sort of way to apply in the Venmo app for the new Venmo credit card, then please let me know in those comments down below, because that's a very simple way to make me a little bit jealous. Now, moving on to the sign-up bonus. There is no sign-up bonus on this card, at least during the launch phase or the pre-launch phase, either of those. To be determined in the future, though, if they actually give some sort of offer for future sign-ups. Now, while that's a slight bummer, it's not a huge deal because the cashback rewards on this card are phenomenal, and they're personalized. The Venmo credit card will give you 3% cashback on your first top spend category, 2% cashback on your second top spend category, and 1% back on everything else. There are also no limits in terms of how much you can earn, and there's no annual fee on this card. So what do these two top spend categories actually mean? Well, check this out. There are 8 different categories in which you can spend and earn either 3% back or 2% back. Those categories are travel, transportation, grocery, entertainment, dining and nightlife, bills and utilities, health and beauty, and gas. Now here's the cool thing. Your top spend categories are automatically identified by Venmo. You don't need to select anything, activate anything, or enroll into any program in order to activate your 3 and 2% categories. So unlike some other cashback credit cards out there that are still very good, there's no rotating quarterly categories to keep track of, no limits on your spend per category or per month, and you don't have to remember to enroll or activate anything. Venmo does all of the work for you. Then in the category in which you spend the most amount of your money that billing cycle, Venmo will give you 3% cashback on those purchases. Then in the second area where you spend the most, you'll get 2% cashback, and everything else earns you 1%. You'll even be able to get a preview of the cashback expected for that month. And then at the end of the month, when everything settles out, you'll see the actual real amount. Now check out the tech. Similar to the Apple Card, you apply in the app and there's full app integration. It also has a QR code printed onto the front of your card. And when you scan that QR code on the front of your credit card, your Venmo profile will automatically pop up. You can then pay with your Venmo credit card, split a payment afterward with friends, and even apply payments from your friends to your Venmo account or directly to cover your bill. You'll also receive an instant temporary card number while you're waiting for your physical card to come to you in the mail. That way you can make payments on the same day you're approved. And there's also contactless payment compatibility. And here's a little preview of the app interface where you can actually view each transaction, all of your payments, split payments with others, and also look at your rewards balance and a whole lot more. It's a very simple interface that will give you a lot of clarity into your financial behaviors and habits. So imagine this scenario for a moment. You go out to dinner at a restaurant with 4 of your friends, and normally what happens at the end of your meal is what? You gotta pay the bill. And everybody pulls out their credit cards and you're fumbling who pays for what, divide the bill, talk with the waiter or the waitress, and it's usually a pretty chaotic and stressful situation for everybody. But you, as the one and only Venmo cardholder, can pull out your Venmo credit card, put it on the table, pay the bill for everybody, then you all leave afterward, and this is what you get to do. You pull out your Venmo card, everybody just scans it real quick with their cell phone, and your personal Venmo profile pops up. They can then pay you for their portion, and you're totally done. You're reimbursed, and the restaurant never had to deal with 5 different credit cards and splitting the bill. You are the restaurant hero, and if you spend a lot on dining, that could have been your 3% cashback category for that billing cycle. I should also mention that you can select your credit card color. Choose some cotton candy, nightlife, denim, campfire, and tropical islands. Now, the Venmo credit card will be issued as 2 different types of Visa card. You've got your Visa Traditional and your Visa Signature. And if I were to take a guess, the Visa Signature card probably is only going to be available for people who get approved for $5,000 credit limits or higher, and who also have a higher credit score and more robust credit file overall. If you get approved for a credit limit below $5,000 or don't have that high of a score as needed for the Visa Signature, you'll probably just get the standard Visa Traditional card. And the main difference here is the amount of coverage and perks and benefits that you receive. As you can see with the Visa Traditional on the left side, you get 0 liability policy to protect you against fraudulent purchases, card replacement services if it gets damaged or stolen or lost, emergency cash, and roadside dispatch. You'll receive those same 4 perks with a Visa Signature card, but also travel and emergency assistance, the luxury hotel collection, silver card discounts, Troon golf benefits, Sonoma County wine benefits, and concierge service. I'll put the links to the benefits of both the Visa Traditional and the Visa Signature cards in the description below in case you'd like to read more. Now for a few things that are really good to know. The card is issued by Synchrony Bank, which first of all is a very good sign because Synchrony tends to be very lenient in their credit card approvals. Unlike JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, Capital One, and a bunch of others that require high 600 to low to mid 700 credit scores for a lot of their card products, Synchrony tends to be pretty friendly with people who have mid 600 and low 600 credit scores. Now, I can't guarantee anything, and there's no published minimum or required credit score to get the Venmo credit card, but I'm just letting you know that Synchrony tends to be pretty easy to work with, and that also makes this card a great credit card for beginners. Again, the Venmo credit card is still in its soft launch phase as of October 2020. It likely will be so for the next 1, 2, or 3 months. So I'd say by the end of the year, if not early 2021, this will likely be much more broadly available. The 3% and 2% cashback categories adopt to your spending habits. You can also activate the card by scanning the card's QR code with your phone's camera. And lastly, if you lose or misplace your physical card, you can freeze it in the Venmo app and continue using the virtual card to make payments. Overall, this card sounds pretty cool, and I love the tech focus and simplicity of making payments and splitting payments with other people. But should you get it? Let's see. You should consider this card if you use Venmo and value a cashback credit card with no annual fee. Also, if you want personalized, hassle-free cashback rewards, this could be a great fit for you, especially if you want a card to maximize spend on bills and utilities or health and beauty. It's still pretty rare to see a credit card that offers cashback categories in health and beauty and bills and utilities. So if those 2 areas get a lot of spend from you, then you might want to get this card even if you just use it for those categories. That said, you may not want to get this card if you are not a Venmo user and if you prefer travel rewards. If you enjoyed this video and believe it could benefit others, then please help me get it in front of more people by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. I'd also love to hear if you personally are going to get the Venmo credit card when it comes available to you, and which feature or benefit of this card do you value the most? Let me know in those comments down below. I'll see you all again in future videos, and until then, remember, you are great.